Hi everyone, and welcome to the Ethereal Tarot channel. My name is Alexa and I'm so excited to have you here with me today as we look into your next glow up. Happy New Year to all of you who celebrate New Year's in January. It is now 2024, and also happy Capricorn season to the fellow Capricorns. My birthday just passed, so I am here to be the honorary Capricorn. Okay. Anyway, for those of you who are regulars on this channel, you may have noticed that I have been absent for I think the past month or so, maybe a little more, but I had to take some time out. I needed to just retreat, replenish, refresh. I was working very hard all year last year, and I needed to enjoy my family and my friends and the holidays. So I gave myself permission to rest, and you know that can be hard for a Capricorn, but I did it. Okay, and I'm back and I'm better. So I'm really excited to present this reading to you all. I hope that you enjoy it. Let me know how it resonates for you in the comments below. Leave it a like if you find that you enjoy it, and subscribe if you wish to see more from me. But we have 4 groups to choose from today, left to right. You can be drawn to more than one group. That's no problem. Just trust yourself, do what you feel, and you can never go wrong. So with that being said, let's take a closer look at each option. Starting off with group 1, for you, we have this card here, Sunshine. Group 2, for you, we have this card here, True Self. Group 3, for you, we have this card here, Unapologetic, period. And group 4, for you, we have this card here, Raise Vibration. So take your time with choosing, pause the video if you need more time. And I again appreciate you for being here with me, and I especially appreciate I especially appreciate those of you who have been here with me for the long haul, and I appreciate the patience as I have been recovering and replenishing. I really needed that time. So again, thank you. I also thought that it was very interesting that 3 of the 4 cards are fire element. So it just feels like this year has a lot of spice and excitement for us. So yeah, I will leave you here, and I shall see you in your reading. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading on insight into your next glow up. So let's go on and see how you are glowing up, group 1. Group 1, please. How are they improving? What is their next glow up? I feel your glow up is in the realm of your emotional stability. A lot of reflection coming to fruition, or the fruits of your labor of taking time to develop yourself and understanding your own emotion. I feel this is coming after a time of a lot of movement, or perhaps you are just coming back from a recent travel or a journey in some way, whether this is a physical travel or if you've just been doing a lot of introspection in your spare time and going through past events of your life and trying to uncover the meaning behind them, or trying to understand your role in how you are growing to know how you react to certain situations. I feel the primary glow up is an emotional maturity happening for you, group 1, and it feels like it will come after a time of cleansing, of past hurts or a reckoning with certain occurrences that have happened to you, whether that is a departing from someone or moving on from a situation, or feeling like it's time to move on. It seems like there's something initiating you into this process of glowing up or becoming better. But it feels very pivotal, and it may include some type of release, whether this is emotionally, like a breakdown you have, or a period of time where you grieve a loss or grieve something happening in your life. But it seems like you are allowing yourself to grieve finally and not running away from your emotions. Maybe there is a part of you that tends towards avoidance of your emotions or avoidance from situations that make you feel uncomfortable. But the glow up is learning how to sit in that discomfort. So that's very interesting. Yeah, we have beneath that the buffalo. So staying grounded in the midst of a storm, or staying true to yourself, true to your values, and true to the knowing that things will get better, or just understanding that all things pass or all things are temporary. For you, group 1, it just feels as if you're gaining a new level of insight that helps you to handle situations that you probably couldn't have before this emotional maturity taking place. But whatever is happening, it's causing you to turn inward, and it's causing you to be more reflective or introspective. I feel a level of silence and quiet. So you may be wanting more peace and quiet, or you're trying to find more peace within the mind, getting clear on where anxieties may be stemming from, or what is causing unsettling emotions within you, so that you may find more clarity in your life. Very interesting, group 1. Let's get a bit more detail about this glow up. It feels very internal. What area of life will this glow up be impacting, group 1, please? What area of life will they be impacted by this glow up? You know what? I love that, group 1. I do feel this is a very internal occurrence happening, and it's going to affect the way that you communicate with other people, particularly close friends or siblings, or neighbors, or people that you live with, or people in close proximity to you. I feel like you will be interacting with people differently based on how you are engaging with yourself. I do feel there's a level of, what is the word? Enhanced creativity, as well as enhanced intelligence, based on your ability to emotionally regulate. It seems like it's helping you to see more clearly and allowing you to more effectively communicate your needs and more effectively communicate your feelings, particularly to those closest. I don't want to say closest to you, but in proximity, like whoever is around you at this time. That's so interesting, but mostly I do feel this is an internal change occurring, and it's really within the mind, in how you perceive events or how you perceive life, which will inevitably change many aspects of your life. If you change the way you think, then it's going to change your life. So I feel like your whole life is changing based off of you taking time to really get acquainted with your emotions, and to learn that you are the only one who can truly understand yourself in that way. So it's best that you not try to run away from yourself or distract yourself from yourself. I'm not sure if I can make that sound better, but yeah, it's just all about communication for you, group one. And I feel like you're leveling up your communication skills, and this may also help you to improve public speaking skills, or just your ability to rationalize situations and to think through solutions without your emotions clouding your judgment. There seems to be a balance of head and heart, or an ability to recognize when one is overriding the other, and being more cognizant of your tendencies. For some of you, you may have a tendency to become over emotional and allow your impulses or your emotions to drive your actions. And for others of you, it could be that you over intellectualize things, or you overthink, and that leads you to a state of analysis paralysis, where you are not able to make a decision because you are overthinking. So that's what I really see. Your glow up is deeply internal, and it's in the realm of the mind and your emotions. So let's get a bit more here about this glow up for you, group one. It feels a very cerebral, a lot of mental energy, I feel, and that's why I feel like the water cards are coming out, so that you are able to still connect with your body. Maybe this is advising you to stay hydrated, to ensure that you have some type of connection with the water element, whether that is just drinking more water, or going to sit by a body of water, or spending more time in water, whatever it may be. But let's just get a bit more for you, group one. This glow up here. Yeah, with harmony. Harmony and impulsiveness. Yeah, you know what? There is this tug of war between you wanting to take time to connect with your sense of balance within your emotions, or a consideration of other people, and maybe how if you have had an issue of connecting with your own emotions, how that's been influencing your ability to connect with other people. And I do feel this is helping you to understand your drive, or the reason why you take certain action, particularly in relationships. So I do feel that your ability to communicate more effectively is going to assist in your relationships. It's also going to enhance your ability to empathize with others and to be a better partner or a better friend. I do see that relationships will be improving based on this glow up in your emotional your emotions and your mental space. I also feel that you'll be more driven to make certain changes in your life, or you'll have a renewed sense of energy and a renewed sense of passion to pursue a certain path that you've been contemplating, or pursuing a certain what is the word? It's like on the tip of my tongue. Vocation. For some of you, this is contemplating a career shift, or launching something, or making some type of contact with the media, or going into sales. That's so specific. Only take it if it resonates, of course. But overall, for you, group one, I do feel this is mainly getting more clear about your actions and becoming more clear within yourself overall. So let's go on and get into the tarot, okay? Because that was a lot that came through for you, group 1. So let's get a bit more about this glow up here. Group 1's glow up, please. Yeah, I do feel, it came out so fast. Overthinking, feeling weighed down by others' opinions, or maybe getting too much information, or hearing too much information, or seeing too much. It's like an overwhelm of mental energy, or being too bogged down by the mind. That's that analysis paralysis I kind of feel, or being preoccupied with past occurrences that left you feeling betrayed in some way, or that leave you feeling victimized. I do feel like there has been like a triggering happening that causes you to think about certain past events that have happened to you, or maybe trying to avoid thinking about those things, whatever it may be. I do feel with the 10 of Swords, there is this heaviness within the mind that is being relieved, or there's more movement that's going to allow for you to move away from this energy of feeling depleted in some way, or feeling like you're constantly hit with bad news, you're constantly overwhelmed in some way. Yeah, you don't know what that why that saying is coming through. It's like it's darkest before dawn, so it does seem like you are going through a darker, or you're coming out of a darker period, and really reckoning with what that was showing you about yourself, so that you may enter into the light, so to speak, without the heaviness or the burden from your past. And the siren outside is making me think that help is on the way, or some type of news is coming towards you, or some type of insight or advice may help you to come out of a feeling of overwhelm or burden. That may also be asking you to express your need for help, or learn to communicate when you do need outside assistance, because you are your biggest advocate, Group 1. So speaking up for yourself seems to be a very big message here about your glow up that's happening. Not suppressing your need for help, or suppressing your need for comfort or company. Can we get more? That's only one card. For Group 1, please. Their glow up. Page of Wands. I'm gonna get more cards. I'm gonna get 2 more before I go on a tangent again. Group 4, please. Oh, whoa, not Group 4, excuse me. Group 1 in their glow up, please. Okay, yeah, there is something about you feeling neglected, or maybe experiencing some form of neglect, or going through a tough time in life, feeling as if you are having to really show a level of resiliency to get through difficult times. That's very interesting. I do feel there's a level of fear associated with, I don't want to say fear, more so uncertainty. There could be a level of fear with approaching certain thoughts about situations. It's a bit unclear, I have to say. That 5 of Pentacles. But I do feel there's a recommitment to an ideal of your life, or a recommitment to looking for knowledge and wisdom. I feel a renewed passion for you, Group 1, as you confront certain emotions. I do feel the glow up is going to bring about more diligence and focus in your direction, more hope, a level of vision being inspired within you. And I feel like it's coming after a time of difficulty or feeling as if you don't have much to give. Maybe even feeling a sense of coldness or just a lack of warmth. I do see that is dissipating and you're finding what inspires you, or having a renewed sense of inspiration. Something is igniting you in some way, and I feel like it's coming after a time of traveling or you doing some introspection. But it does feel like a recommitment to goals. So that's very interesting. Let's get some advice here for you, group 1. Any advice for group 1 in this glow up? Group 1. Interesting. So the biggest advice here is to introspect, to remove distractions that keep you from yourself or keep you from really getting to know yourself on a deeper level, in seeking your own counsel or seeking counsel from research that you do, or reading new information, or looking into sources that provide you with more insight. You know, the hermit makes me think of a philosopher. So maybe turning to a new belief system, or reading into a new belief system, or learning philosophy in some way, especially with that Page of Wands. But the advice here is to emotionally regulate so that it does not influence relationships or leads you into codependent relationships. Excuse the noise in the background, group 1. I also feel for you is to be mindful of external influences and making sure that they are beneficial to you, and turning away from relationships that feel codependent or that don't allow you to express your individuality in its full expression. I hope that makes sense. And to be mindful of people who may have too much of an influence on your emotional stability, but also to be cognizant of any trust issues that you may have, or any emotional manipulation overall that may be a pattern in relationships for you. But relating with other people seems to be a big message here, group 1, and your glow up feels very within and very deep, and it's going to transform your outlook on life, and it's also going to transform your relationships. So let's get some final messages for you, group 1, about this glow up. Final messages for group 1, please. We have Fly, a period of ill health and depression. So I do feel like I do feel that you are, if not coming out of a time of low energy or feeling depleted, I feel that you may have been experiencing feelings of depression, or just a lack of feeling overall, or something is depleting you in some way. And I do want to say that is coming to an end. Perhaps, when I'm posting this is in January, so perhaps in February things will start to lighten up for you, but it does seem like it's heavily focused on you doing your part in that, and to accept what you're feeling and to not run away from them, and to allow yourself to receive the assistance that you need. Anything else for group 1, please? It's a lot there. That's a lot. Yeah, January is there. So yeah, you could, with January, it just makes me think that there's a feeling of coldness or feeling iced out I'm thinking of that song. There's an ice box where my heart's supposed to be. Yeah, for some of you, there could be like a feeling of cold-heartedness towards certain people. That's very interesting. Or maybe just like your heart is closed off right now. But it seems like this glow up is going to allow you to open your heart in some way. And you may have a conversation with a woman who has a fair and honest approach, or a level-headed personality about her, who's going to show you a side of yourself that you haven't seen before, or at least give you insight. Very interesting. I'm going to use the other deck instead of this one. Again, I apologize for the noise, group 1, but can we get any other final messages for group 1? Oh, it's so many cards. It's too many. There seems to be a recurring theme of connecting with a sense of family, or reflecting on how your family has influenced you in some way, and what you need to feel secure. Can we get clear? A final message for group 1, please? Thank you. And we have Cain. Pay attention to your health. So that's two cards indicating a need to focus on your health, and and I don't feel like this is meant to scare you in any way, but it does seem like there could be some neglect of your health, or with the Knight of Cups, maybe some overindulgence, particularly maybe alcohol. If you do drink alcohol, group 1, that could be causing certain health concerns for you. And there's also a need to stay hydrated, or to pay more attention to what you are putting into your body, or how you're taking care of your body. And not only your body, but your mental health as well, group 1, and how you are tending to that, and having more time to clear your mind with that wind chimes, peace and harmony, and to call on angelic support, or support in any way that you feel comfortable doing. Yeah, with this church in the background of this card, it does feel like you're turning away from certain ways of assistance, whether that is spiritual assistance or whatever it may be, but opening yourself up to a new philosophy, whether that is spirituality, or allowing yourself to break down societal norms. Like, let's say you're a man and they say that, oh, men aren't supposed to cry, or whatever that is. Breaking down those barriers. And you don't have to be a man, that's just an example. But it just seems like really question your beliefs and if they're serving you or not, and making changes in what you believe, group 1. So there's a lot of internal changes happening for you, and that's going to change the course of your life. But wow, group 1, was that a reading? I am really disappointed by the noise in the background, but life goes on, and I hope that the message was resonating with you regardless of the noise. I hope that did not distract you from the message, and I hope that you were able to receive what was meant for you. Thank you, of course, for being here, group 1. Leave some comments letting me know how you're feeling, what's going on, and I send you so much love and support. I pray for better days, and I pray that you find a sense of joy, relief, and community that helps you to move through any cycle, but especially this cycle, group 1. You are loved, you are supported, and I hope to see you in another reading. Until the next one, take care of yourself, group 1. Bye-bye. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading on your next glow up. So let's go on and see how you are glowing up, group 2. Group 2 in your glow up, please. How is group 2 glowing up? Group 2. I feel you're becoming more creative, more expressive of yourself, and feeling more aligned with the core of who you are, particularly what is your motivation. I feel this is really getting clear about what is moving you forward and how you may be attaching to things that have hindered your progression, or becoming more aware of certain patterns or relationships or behaviors that may be limiting your expression or limiting your ability to rise above certain circumstances or situations that you may be in. But it feels like you're becoming more inspired. I want to get more information here. Yeah, with the sea serpent and the moth, usually the moth talks about having the mentality of the grass is greener somewhere else, or things would be better if I was doing this or if I had that. But I feel the glow up is around you recognizing your ability to create the life that you want and making hard decisions that align you with that lifestyle or that essence that you're trying to tap into. It seems like you're recreating yourself in some way, or rising above a way of behaving. It just seems like you're leveling up your expression in some way, or how you go about living your life. But I need to get more information, group, too. So what area of life is being most affected by this glow up? What area of life? There's a lot of cards there. With the first house, it seems like it's all about how you show up, your expression, first impressions, the way that you present yourself, perhaps even your appearance, making alterations to your wardrobe, or changing the way that you do your hair, or accepting new parts of yourself. It just seems like a reclamation of the self, or a reestablishing who you are, and finding a greater acceptance of who you are. With the stingray on the bottom, it makes me think of you developing a sense of self very strongly and not relying on outside sources or outside people to make decisions for you or to guide your life's direction. It just seems like you're becoming empowered in your decision making within yourself. Yeah, it seems like you're stepping towards your true self, I want to say, or aligning with a higher version of yourself. I feel like you're uncovering what you feel to be your purpose, or what you do best at. It seems like you're uncovering skills or talents that have been perhaps not tapped into. I want to say latent or underlying. Yeah, I really feel, group 2, you'll be surprising yourself with how much clarity will be coming through to you about how you've been living your life and how you wish to change certain aspects of it. So I do want to get more information, because it does seem very vague for you. But overall, the glow up seems to be primarily focused on how you show up in the world, how you take action, how you see yourself, the way you appear to yourself and others, and your ability to make decisions for yourself, and not feeling restricted to certain expectations or ideals or outdated ways of interacting with the world or with other people, and maybe even shedding away old beliefs that you've had about yourself or about your life. it does seem like you're protected during this time, because this does feel very new, like you are going into new territory, and I feel like you may be experiencing feelings of overwhelm within this new time, because it's a very uncomfortable place to be in, experiencing so much change, because that's what I feel is coming for you, group 2. A lot of change, or you've been undergoing a lot of change, and it's really initiating a process of the word soul retrieval, or just remembering who you are, and like deeply grounding in that sense of self, so that you may align with a vision for your life, or becoming more inspired by a new goal or dream that you're having. I hope I'm being clear, but it just feels very big picture, like zooming out and realizing how much potential there is in your current situation, and how you may need to clarify your goals, or recommit to a certain purpose or a certain goal that you've had in mind for yourself and for your life. But yeah, it seems like you're retreating from drama, or you're moving away from things that have been distracting you from yourself, or distracting you from your path in any way. And it does feel like it may be difficult to do so, because it requires a new level of courage for you, this glow up. But yeah, I just feel a lot of courageousness here, and a big picture view of yourself and how much you have to offer and what direction you wish to go in. This new glow up does feel like it's pushing you in a new direction. A direction that does require more confidence, and more stability within yourself, and feeling grounded within yourself. So let's get more information for you, group 2, about this next glow up. Please, group 2, the next glow up. So many cards keep coming out for you, and it is a little bit disheartening because I can't take all of them, but I will take this. And yeah, you know, that independence card, oh my gosh, not the noise. I may have to pause it just one moment, group 2. I apologize. I'll be right back. Okay, group 2. As I was saying, with this independence card, it does feel as if you are coming into your own, like you are detaching from an over-reliance on people's opinions, or the approval of others, or the validation from others. I also feel that you are going to be overcoming this pattern of overthinking what you know, or second guessing yourself and second guessing what you feel is best for you, because it does seem like that is causing emotional turmoil, or it's keeping you in situations that you would be best removed from, or it will serve you well to remove yourself from certain situations, or relationships that you may be being influenced by. It just seems like you're going against the grain in some way, or going against expected behavior. So your group kind of gives me just a little bit of rebel energy, but it feels like a rebel with a cause, like you are trying to become more like yourself and less like who people expect you to be. And I do feel like that's going to be surprising a lot of people, or the person that you're becoming is going to surprise people in some way, because it feels very expressive, or you feel destined to be a beacon of inspiration in some way, or your creation is going to inspire people, or whatever you work on is meant to serve either a community or serve people And not to say you have to take on the role of a role model or carry that burden or responsibility to be perfect. It just seems like your life is going to really help other people to come into their own and to own their own power, and to feel good within themselves. So can we get one more card, please, before we get into the tarot for group 2 on their next glow up? Thank you. Yeah, I do feel like this trusting in what you know, no longer second guessing, feeling a lot of inspiration, maybe tapping into a new talent. I feel like I'm repeating myself at this point to group 2, but your group feels so creative, and it's almost like that creativity has been suppressed, or it hasn't had adequate outlets. Maybe you reserved it for only one aspect of your life, or whatever it may be. I just feel now you're learning how to express yourself in many different ways, and opening up to variety in how you emote, I want to say, or even how you just speak, maybe learning new words or learning new things. It feels like you're becoming a more excitable character, and feeling less weighed down by your mind, or less weighed down by anything that's been holding you up or stagnating you. It seems like you're finding that light, or having that insight, and really trusting in that and allowing that to guide you forward, and perhaps into new territory. You could be wanting to share knowledge that you've gained as well with close friends or people that you share some type of interest with. I just feel the glow up is a lot of self-development that's going to help you to really creatively express yourself in some way. And it doesn't have to be through just art or music. It could be in any way that you feel that you're most skilled. That could be in writing or speaking or teaching. And I'm saying all these things, and you could eventually become someone who does share knowledge in the form of maybe a book, or you may speak to an audience, or you may in fact become a teacher of some kind. But it does seem like you are experiencing an expansion of your mind and an expansion of your life, and particularly how you show up in this world. It feels a bit bigger than life, like you're really stepping up, and trusting in yourself even if others doubt you. So I love that, group 2. It does seem like you're really trusting in yourself more than anything at this time, and not giving your power away to other people anymore, or allowing other people to decide how you should live your life. So can we get more information about this glow up, please, for group 2? Yeah, that's so interesting. You know, group 2, I do feel, well, there's a lot with that. With these cards coming out, it's almost as if there was something that was binding you to a certain mentality. Maybe it was the people that you were around that were influencing you to engage in more toxic behaviors, or just being around environments that led you to develop unhealthy habits. And that could be a negative thought pattern, hearing a lot of negativity around you, or constantly being around negative circumstances, or having to deal with other people's negativity. It does seem like the glow up is you really cutting out the unhealthy aspects of your life, whether that is a relationship with people who bring out the worst in you, or who lead you to engaging in behaviors that don't uplift you in any way or that are not sustainable for your long-term health in general. I also feel that you are going to get clear on any guilt or shame you have around your creativity or even your sexuality for some of you, really uncovering why that's there or what has been causing a level of shame for you in being able to be yourself in any way. It just seems like a time to come out of hiding. And no longer hiding your talents or no longer staying in the background. For you, group 2, it feels like you're meant to come out into the light or bring something out to light, and not allowing self-doubt or criticism to keep you from expressing yourself or allowing other people's judgments to keep you hostage. It does seem like you are in this energy of being liberated or being reawakened to your own essence, to your own power, and becoming more empowered, and that's going to require you to break free of a level of ignorance in some way. And when I say ignorance, it's like how can I best put it, like being afraid of yourself in some way, or condemning yourself or allowing other people to condemn you. It's very complicated, but I don't want to focus too much on that because it does seem like you're going to be redirecting your energy into your work, or you're going to start becoming more consistent in creating your whatever it is whatever you're skilled at, and I do feel there's going to be a greater emphasis for you on self-development and delving more deeper into ways of thinking or new methods of self-empowerment. I feel like I'm not being clear, group 2, and I hate that. I'm so sorry. But it just feels like a lot of working on yourself and looking for resources that help you to build a stronger character. So you could be trying to read more books, or taking more action to work on your skill or your craft in some way, or turning your attention towards more fulfilling work or more fulfilling things that you could be doing to take the place of whatever has been distracting you from moving forward. It seems like you're developing healthier habits as well, group 2, and becoming more aware of where balance is needed or where more clarity and grounded decision making is required. Because it does seem like there's new opportunities to take advantage of, or an ability to enhance your health. I keep bringing up health. To enhance your health or even your financial stability or your security. There are opportunities to do so, but it will require persistence and effort, and perhaps facing a truth that you haven't been wanting to, and allowing yourself to feel renewed and inspired to take action, and having the courage and the confidence to trust in your abilities. Group 2. So wow, there is a lot happening for you, group 2. So I do feel you may be going through an intense transformation at this time, and it does feel like it's been a long time coming, and it kind of seems like you're in the midst of it. Like you're not at the beginning and you're not at the end, like you're in the middle of this happening, and by the end of this, I do feel like your entire personality may undergo a shift, as well as your appearance, group 2. So well, you may be breaking addictions as well, or moving away from habits that aren't good for you. But I do feel there has been some type of addictive behavior that you're getting clear on. New insight is coming in for that. I think that's all I need, to be honest, group I'll get one more. One more, please, for group 2 about their next glow up. Yeah, it feels like a lot of soul searching in gaining knowledge and wisdom and looking for wisdom, seeking knowledge, seeking answers, trying to get clear about what's really going on in your life and how you can move forward, what is the path ahead, and finding more trust within yourself in discovering those answers rather than relying on other people to have that for you. But I do feel that you are going to be turning your attention to 2 primary focus. And it feels like you're getting more clear about your priorities and how much time you have for certain things and what you no longer have time for or what no longer fits in your life. I feel a lot of looking forward in overcoming a tendency to dwell on the past or to dwell on certain decisions. There just seems to be a greater awareness of how much life you have ahead of you and how much time you're wasting by continuously looking back or dwelling over things that have already happened. Just a renewal of the mind, I feel, which is going to translate into how you put forth your effort in your daily life. And developing new goals, I feel, with that 3 of Wands, maybe even contemplating a certain move that you want to make, or putting in place a budget or some type of plan for you to move locations or for you to begin some type of work that you're wanting to do, especially if this is in the realm of creativity, seeing how you can get your work out there or how you can expand in some way. But I do want to go ahead and get into the advice for you here. What is the advice for group 2 in this glow up? What is the advice for group 2? I immediately heard, be mindful what you're giving your attention to and who you're giving your attention to. Be mindful of how much you have to give and to not overextend yourself. And I also feel with the 6 of Pentacles is to ask for help when you need it and be open to receiving assistance or receiving information or resources that may help you to improve your current circumstances. I do feel like there is support coming in for you. Some type of benefactor or a mentor may help you in some way. But primarily, I feel to ensure that you have checks and balances in place and that you're not giving to things that continuously take from you, whether that is a relationship or relationships. People keep coming through, so ensure that the people around you are healthy for you, group 2. That feels so big. That feels so big for you, group 2. Ensure that you're not overextending yourself, but also make sure that you're not giving in to old habits or patterns that you're trying to move away from. And not to focus too much on materialism as well, group 2. But with strength, I do feel the advice is to be courageous, be confident in your actions, stay consistent and motivated, and know that there is strength in your vulnerability and strength in your awareness in how uncomfortable you may feel in this new time, and you recognizing that you are uncomfortable is a strength, and the ability to work through it is a greater strength. So really find that courage that you need to keep pushing forward and to leave behind what is stagnating you, or finding acceptance for what you need to let go of so that you're not in this place of stagnation, group 2. And you know what, this could definitely be in regard to wanting to hold on to a specific relationship that has hurt you in some way, or that you feel you've been overthinking or some type of betrayal or difficulty has been undergone in a specific relationship, or maybe that's a pattern in your relationships, and it's time to close out that cycle and to reject that type of behavior and to not accept it anymore, and to get more clear about what you are willing to accept, but to primarily focus on nurturing yourself and your surroundings and how you can improve your own life outside of that of another person. Yeah, this is all about you, group 2, so that's what I really feel. Let's get some final messages for you, group 2. Final messages for group 2, please, in this time of their glow up. Final messages. We have Throne, a position of authority. Yeah, I do feel like you're coming into your own, a sense of empowerment, recognizing your worth and recognizing your value is going to be very important in your ability to pull things off in your life or to really make things happen for yourself. So I do feel with this position of authority, it's encouraging you to see yourself as worthy of having more, or worthy of accomplishing your wildest dreams, and pursuing positions that help you to improve your current position as well. And with this mountain road, you are on the road to success. I do feel like you are being reignited to move forward. There's a new sense of direction that will be coming to you in this glow up, and I feel like it's going to help you to move away from things that have been weighing you down, or causing too much internal conflict, or leaving you in a state of worry or anxiety. It seems like you're on this path to really deepen your trust in yourself, and it does feel like a solo journey. So for some of you, that does mean moving away from relationships that have been stagnating you. I feel like that's been a repeated message there. On the bottom, we do have use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Oh, my words. But yeah, it seems like you can really trust in your intuition at this time. It does seem like you have a gift of insight, of being able to have strong intuitive nudges about things. So it's important that you trust in what you feel. Group 2. Any other final messages for them, please? Group 2. Alrighty. And we have Broken Ring, parting of the ways in either romance or business. So I did feel that you could be moving away from a partnership, whether that is a relationship with a partner or some type of job that you are contemplating leaving to pursue a greater opportunity. Wealth, yeah, to pursue a greater opportunity. I do feel that it's important that you feel worthy of more wealth and stability and security in your life, and to look at your relationship with wealth. What does that look like to you, and what does it mean? What is the value of money? You know, what is your relationship with money? And really trying to uncover how that's affecting your behaviors. And we also have Owl with good advice from a wise person. So I do feel like you will be receiving the information that you need at the right time. I feel that a person might say exactly the right thing that helps you to see what changes you need to make, or you may just receive some type of insight from a book that you read, or whatever the case may be. I do feel that information is coming to you to help you along this path, and it's important that you stay receptive to beneficial assistance, and to still have your discernment, and to trust yourself overall, and to do what is best for you. So yeah, group 2, wow, was this a reading? I hope it was clear. I do feel that some things may be confusing for you during this time, or you may be sorting through some type of fogginess in your life, or unclear things, and I'm picking on that well, I'm picking up on that as I'm reading the energy. But yeah, just take more time to clear your mind and to find rest, in true rest, without your mind overriding the process or you falling into a spiral of overthinking. Yeah, with that Two of Pentacles, it makes me think to fit in some type of physical activity or to continuously be learning or growing in some way, but also not exhausting yourself with your efforts and finding time to have fun and perhaps looking into what fun looks like to you and what that means and is it healthy, and finding healthier ways to experience your life. So yeah, group 2, whoa. Let me know in the comments how it resonated with you. I really appreciate you being here with me today. I hope all is well in your world, and I wish you many blessings, success, peace, harmony, confidence, and courage, and a true ability to see your way forward. I really hope that you have that internally happening for you. I do feel like I need to end this reading, so I will be doing that. I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading on your next glow up. So let's just go on and jump right into it for you, group 3. What is your next glow up for group 3, please? Wow. This card came out for a previous group, thinking group 1, so I feel like you're gaining a new level of intuition. I want to say your intuition is strengthening, and your ability to avoid situations that aren't good for you is improving. I do feel like you're flying away from the BS, group 3. Yeah, you're just getting very clear about what you are no longer going to entertain or what you're no longer going to be around. And I feel a lot of intuitive insight will be coming in for you. But let me get the cards first. Any more information about this next glow up for group 3? Yeah, it does really seem like you're moving away from a lot of the turmoil that has been surrounding you, group 3. It seems like you're becoming more focused and clear about your path. You know what? It seems like you're becoming more aware of some type of intuitive gift that you have, or an ability to really connect with nature's cycles. There's something about you, group 3. There's a duality about you, like you're very spiritual, or you're enhancing a level of spirituality while also maintaining a very grounded and practical approach to your daily routines and your habits. But it does seem like you are recommitting to some type of daily practice that incorporates a spiritual practice, whether that is meditation or prayer or study. And it just seems like you have this ability to plan and be more strategic in your actions. Whoa, they better watch out for you, group 3. That's what I have to say. I also feel like your next glow up includes you becoming more funny. Like, you feel fun to be around, group 3. I have to say, I don't know what exact word to use, but your sense of humor is improving greatly, and I feel that's because you've been going through a lot of things that you've had to laugh off, or you just are able to make humor out of difficult situations. Yeah, and it seems like you're very clear about what you're wanting to invest yourself into. But I want to get all the cards before I really get into your glow up, group 3. It just seems like you're not wanting to be so weighed down or overwhelmed with heaviness, because it seems like you have been dealing with difficulty, but it's like that shouldn't be the primary focus for you. I feel a lot of momentum and movement and activity in this next glow up, but it doesn't seem like it's without challenge. Can we get more about the area of life that will be impacted for group 3 in their glow up, please? Group 3. Yeah, a lot of expression. I feel like a coming into your power, group 3. With Leo, I feel like it's going to be affecting your sense of self and your expression. That seems to be a theme in this reading, that self-expression seems to be a collective challenge, or just something that is being improved in really embracing yourself. With that being said, I feel like that's going to affect many areas of your life. And I do feel that you're going to be more comfortable in shining your light, or in embracing your talents and expressing your talents, in fully embodying the person that you are meant to be. Maybe coming into awareness of who you are meant to be and how you are a light in some way. But it does seem like you're very intuitive, group 3, and that intuition is heightening. Can we get more information for group 3 in their glow up? That's so interesting, group 3. Your reading is something already. It's kind of perplexing me, I have to say. It seems like your desires are growing stronger, or you're getting clear on what you do want to pursue. It just seems like a level of focus and a moving away from activities or distractions that have been pulling you away from what is true for you. I feel like there is a new interest that may catch your attention. We also have Sun in Leo again, so it just seems like you're becoming more fortunate. And it's because of you listening to your inner compass and you getting connected with what you really want in this next glow up. And for some of you, that does mean coming into some type of spotlight or some type of leadership position. But it feels like this is earned, like you've had to really combat a lot of challenges to get you to this place. And I feel like you've had naysayers as well, or just opposition, and you've had to stay steady and focused in this pursuit. So, you know, this next glow up feels more like a personality shift, like you becoming more aware of who you want to be and really embodying that energy, as well as you being more discerning about what you want in your life and what you're not going to tolerate. I also feel that you'll be developing a new sense of humor and not taking life so seriously, group 3. So can we get a bit more about this glow up for group 3? Group 3, I kind of feel like headed in the clouds. You know, I don't know what that's about. I just feel like you're kind of removed from the chaos, or you're trying to remove yourself from chaos. But it does seem like you're gaining a lot of attention, group 3. There's a lot of attention on you, and perhaps a lot of people wanting your attention, And I feel like that's why you're trying to stay so focused. Or there's this new level of focus and diligence that will be coming through for you, as well as discipline. I feel like you're going to become more disciplined in your efforts. But overall, it feels very fortunate, group 3. And I do feel like you'll be celebrated for something. Can we get more about this glow up for group 3? Ace of Cups. This could also involve you having improved relationships with other people, and perhaps in your romantic life. If you are looking to date, I do feel like you'll be having a lot more fun in that arena. But more so with this Ace of Cups, I do feel there's a level of self-acceptance and self-love that's being unlocked in this new version of self, in this next glow up that you're experiencing. I feel that you'll be embracing your beauty or feeling more beautiful overall, and acknowledging your qualities and your traits that you really love. Okay, I love that. And I do feel like that's going to make you more attractive to other people as well. Can we get more about this glow up? Yeah, I feel like people are going to be very generous with you, and it may inspire a level of jealousy that you may have to deal with, or you may come into conflict with certain people because they feel like you're leaving them behind in some way, or that you may be avoiding them. It seems like there's going to be some type of conflict that you may have to navigate in this new season, but like I said, it feels very fortunate. I'm not sure if these people really matter that much to you. It kind of seems like they're not even in your cone of awareness, and if they are, it seems like you've already been trying to navigate yourself out of this situation. So it's just about staying focused on the goal, which is improving yourself, group 3. But there's a lot of headway and a lot of momentum, I said, in your life. I said that before, but with the 8 of Wands, that's just reestablish that things are coming towards you, new opportunities are headed your way, and it's important that you prioritize your time efficiently so that you're able to handle everything that matters to you, and that you're able to invest into the things that will give back to you. But it does seem like you are going to receive some type of increase in your finances, whether that's through a raise or receiving some type of loan or a grant or a scholarship or an opportunity that helps you to improve your financial situation. But also I feel like this is just you receiving more help, or you feeling more assisted in your life, group 3. I do feel like you're reinventing yourself with the Magician on the bottom as well, and feeling a lot more fulfilled and confident. I do feel like physically you're glowing up, like you're becoming more attractive, and yeah, that makes me think of, this horse makes me think of like a stallion, like you stand out, and perhaps your hair is different with the Leo as well. Like something about your hair is very captivating. Just your physical appearance, I feel like you're undergoing a massive transformation physically, but also internally. I feel like you've been doing the internal work in the background, and now it's showing physically, and you're gonna get a lot of attention, group 3, so be prepared for that. Okay. But yeah, there's not much to say besides, don't pay too much attention to people who may try to tear you down or humble you, okay? Because who are they? Don't let anyone try to bring you down, group 3, because it feels like you're on a high. I was saying my head felt like it was in the clouds, like things are happening for you that you would have never expected. And I feel the advice even though I'm going to get advice later on for you, I feel advice right now coming through is to accept the offers that are headed towards you, especially if they align with what you want. I mean, honestly, only accept the offers that align with what you want. And recognize that this is your time to shine, group 3, period. And I do feel like you're going to have to overcome a level of self-doubt or maybe even an imposter syndrome, or just not feeling worthy of what you are receiving. You are worthy, group 3. You've been working on this. You've been working on yourself. Like, when else were you supposed to experience success? And I do feel that you may be going on a trip, or there could be more travel that occurs for you, or more opportunities to travel. It just feels like you're booked and busy, group 3, and you have a lot on your plate, and it's very important that you stay focused on the path ahead. But you feel very funny, very sarcastic, very witty, and it's important that you also temper that humor of yours with a true connection to your emotions and your feelings, and making sure that you're not trying to suppress your feelings by being funny all the time. It's good to have that ability to laugh things off, but also check in with your emotions as well, group 3. But yeah, it just feels very fun. I'll get one more card for you about this glow up here, and then we'll move on. One more for group 3 in this glow up. Well, I say one more, we get 2. Yeah, it just seems like you're moving beyond things that have not been fulfilling to you, relationships that haven't fulfilled you, habits that haven't been fulfilling you. It just seems like you're seeking more, like you're on a journey to more. You're on a journey of feeling more inspired and motivated to create the life that you want to live instead of waiting for it to happen. And I do feel like you're resting your mind or incorporating more practices that connect you with a sense of spirituality, or connect you with new perspectives on life, or help you to see things in a different way. Perhaps surrounding yourself with people who help you to expand your mind. I do feel like you're broadening your network, group 3. Knight of Cups, I love to see that in the moon. So, you know, there is this dreaminess about you, group 3, or an ability to dream or to envision a better life for yourself. And I feel like you're adding practicality to that. Like, you're having the vision and then you're pursuing it with diligent effort in the real world. But I also feel like you may be opening yourself up to new relationships, or new opportunities to experience romance or friendship, or just connecting with other people. But I also feel with the moon here that the glow up is some type of enhanced intuitive ability. Like, for some of you, you could in fact have some type of psychic ability or some way of intuiting things. But it's very clear that you need to maintain a level of groundedness, because it's very easy to get swept up in the pool of intuition and you know, to not fall into some type of delusion about a particular romantic situation, or to have excessive expectations of something, or to be over idealizing an aspect of your life. And not just in romance, but also in your success. Like, if you experience success, it may be easy to feel like it should exponentially grow or grow faster than it actually can. I just feel like with the moon there is to trust your intuition, yes, but to also maintain practices that help you to stay grounded, group 3. So yeah, there's a lot with that. I also feel that you may be overcoming long held fears or overcoming a sense of anxiety that's been plaguing you, and really facing fears so that you're not held back by irrational beliefs or fears that hold you hostage from your success. Well, so let us get some advice for you, group 3. Advice for group 3 in this glow up, please. It feels very fortunate. That's all I can say. Like, very good. Like a lot of movement. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is a trip upcoming for you, or if there is a opportunity that comes in for you to travel. But can we get advice for group 3, please? We have the moon again. Yeah, there is this message of being very clear about your perceptions of things, making sure that you stay grounded, and ensuring that your fears and anxieties don't get the best of you as you are navigating this new territory of success and fortune. And to keep yourself in check, I want to say, with the moon, keeping your fears in check, making sure that you have practices or habits in place that help you to relieve anxiety. I keep wanting to say meditation, but I also feel with the moon is to trust that you are safe in the midst of the unknown. Trust that you are guided, and you can trust your intuition. But I do feel with the Queen of Swords is to always stay level-headed with that, because it does feel like there could be a tendency to have unrealistic expectations. Whoa. Don't shoot the messenger, group 3, please. But yeah, trust in the unknown, and just make sure that you're not being deceived by yourself or by other people. Okay, be on your P's and Q's, group 3. Any other advice for group 3, please? Yeah, it's time to explore and expand, group 3 overall. I feel for you to embrace the energy of fun and exploration and allow yourself to expand and to play and to experience a new level of joy in your life, because that's what you deserve, and be open to new opportunities that you perhaps were not expecting. So yeah, I also feel with the Page of Wands is to develop new ways of combating certain fears or anxieties, and not suppressing them. With the moon, that moon is curious to me. I also feel to expect the unexpected, group 3. So it just feels like your life is a bit of a wild card right now, but it feels like a fortunate wild card. So let's get a bit more for you. I do feel there's a level of psychic development that's happening, or you deepening your connection with yourself and your intuition. But let's get some final messages for you, group 3. Final messages for group 3, please. Alright, we have clouds with temporary problems. So I'm connecting that with the moon. There could be some confusion or just some feeling of, I don't know what's happening, I don't know what's going on, and there may be a tendency to project your fears onto certain situations, but that may not be beneficial for you, group 3. I mean, I'm sure it's not beneficial, and I feel like during these problems, the advice is to retreat and to take time to reflect. So let's see what else came out. We have Axe with forces working against you, Spear with heartache over what you no longer have, and Man, dealings or relationship with a man. So there could be some grieving of a relationship that has ended, or you facing a pattern within your relationships that may need to be overcome. With that axe, I'm connecting it to people who may not have the greatest intentions. So there is a message of having discernment and protecting yourself, not with any violence or anything, but just recognizing and trusting your intuition about certain people or certain situations that you need to move away from, or just establishing more distance, if that is beneficial for you, until things get sorted out or until things are more clear. But yeah, that's what I see with that. Let me continue to get more cards. I do feel like I need to speak on this here, but we'll come back to that. Okay. Anything else for group 3, please? Okay, beware of self-delusion. I felt that so strongly. And you know what? Self-delusion can pop up in a myriad of ways. I feel this could be false beliefs about yourself, or doubting yourself could be a way of self-deluding, but also having a grandiose view of your life and what it should be, or a grandiose perception of yourself. I'm just really seeing to look out for those extremes and to be mindful of extremes in your life. Whoa. Group 3, I do feel like you're in for some experiences. That's what I have to say. But we have casket, with someone going out of your life or the end of a situation. So I do feel that incredibly here, that you are moving away from situations and people that bring more harm than good to you in your life. And with teapot, we have deep friendship with someone of the same sex. So yeah, you could be meeting new friends and developing a closer connection with someone. I do feel the need to say that they don't have to be the same sex, but they for sure could be. And there could be a lot of emotional depth with this relationship as well. I feel the need to just pull one more card here for you, group 3. And yeah, we have great happiness on the bottom. So I mean, all in all, it feels very fortunate. It just seems like you're having to deal with some things like temptation, because it will test you. I feel like someone from the past may try to come back, and you know, I'm feeling the need to say it's time to walk away, group 3. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. It may be tasty and delicious in the moment, but it's going to really have some long-term ramifications that may not be for the best. So yeah, with great personal sorrow, I do feel the best thing for you to do is to grieve whatever has been lost, to let it go, and to realize that not all is lost and that there is a lot ahead of you, but it will require you to trust in the unknown, to move beyond fears and an expectation of disappointment, and to embrace a new way of interacting with life, and perhaps a new hobby or a new philosophy that you want to learn, or exploring your spirituality in some way, or just in exploring life and wanting to be more open to exploring and having fun. So yeah, that's what I feel for you, group 3. Wow. Overall, things feel very good and fortunate for you, but I do feel that the challenges will primarily be in the realm of relationships and in the realm of your perceptions. So stay grounded, group 3. Have a daily routine that helps you to stay present and in the moment. And yeah, look into the concept of duality and non-duality. So that's where I leave you, group 3. Let me know in the comments below how it resonated with you. leave it a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope to see you in future videos, but until then, I shall leave you here. Many blessings to you, and great success is on the way, group 3, so enjoy it. But yes, thank you again, and I'll chat with you later. Bye bye. Hello, group 4. Last but never least, let's look into this glow up of yours that is upcoming, why don't we? So please, for group 4, their next glow up, please, group 4. Group 4, I feel a victorious energy for you, a closing of an old chapter, and I kind of feel like right now you're in this waiting period, this going with the flow energy, really trying to recalibrate. And I do feel like you know that something new is on the brink of beginning, and it does seem like you are about to embark on a new journey or really stepping into a new level of life. And that feels very exciting. It feels like you have a lot of strength and courage and a lot of clarity and insight that will be coming in for you in this next glow up. Your energy really feels magnificent, so I love that, group 4. I really could just bask in this energy. But I just feel victory for you. Can we get a bit more? I would like to withhold my interpretations until I've gotten all the cards. So anything else about this next glow up for group 4? Can we say transformation station, group 4? My goodness. And it does not feel like it has come easy. I feel physically you may be making alterations to your appearance in some way. And it feels like a long time coming, like it's been happening in the background, like you've been doing a lot of work behind the scenes, particularly in the realm of your career perhaps, or you being more focused on your path career-wise. And if not career, I feel this could be some type of training that you've been doing, whether that is technical training or physical training, like becoming more diligent in your habits, in your routines. But it just seems like you are developing a new perspective and perception based on what you've been going through or what you have just come out of. And you know what? I do feel there's a lot of passion and a lot of fire with you, group 4. And I want to say, if you carry any feelings of resentment or feelings of wanting revenge, it would be a good time to channel that into some type of physical activity, or channeling that into some type of creative pursuit, or perhaps in your work. But you are out here making waves, you're out here making big things happen. So congratulations, group 4. It feels like this is a major time of you receiving a new level of responsibility, but it feels like you're going to the next level, like a promotion energy vibe. Yeah, it just feels like a promotion. So you could be stepping up into a new level of responsibility in your work, or just upping the standards for yourself and really setting a new standard in general. Maybe you are becoming the standard, group 4, and you're surprising yourself, like you're soaring to new heights. And I really want to get more detail about what that means for you, group 4, but let's go on and get some more cards about this next glow up. I love this energy. My gosh, it feels so liberated and free. I do feel like you're coming into the energy of freedom and what that means for you, and what liberation and liberty looks like to you. It just seems like you're soaring, flying. Oh my gosh, excuse me. As you can see, very influenced by this joy I feel in your reading. I feel like you're coming to a new level of joy. So, whoa. Wow is what I have to say. Let's get a bit more about this next glow up for you, group 4. Feels, oh my gosh, do you see Jupiter? I love to see that Jupiter energy. Yes, group 4. It seems like something you've been working on that has been maybe perhaps different from the mainstream, or if not the mainstream, it was going against some type of family pattern that you've had going on. I feel like whatever you've been doing has been different from the norm, or different from what you were raised with, or whatever you've been conditioned to believe. It seems like you are outgrowing a certain mentality, or you're outgrowing behaviors. It just seems like you're growing so fast and exponentially that you're needing to readjust your current living standards or situation. You may be in for a move, group 4, sooner or later. I really feel like I'm having to be mindful of my speech. Usually I talk fast or have a more rapid pace in my readings, but right now it seems like there's a lot of new ideas that are coming to you, and a lot of fortunate ideas, and I feel it's going to require a new level of believing in yourself to make things happen and to really pull things off, because it feels very big. This energy does for you, group 4. And I feel like you may be making very solid investments for yourself and for your future, and you may be able to garner the support of close people to you. Perhaps your family could be beneficial in helping you to pull something off, or maybe you're starting a family business, or you're going to become a pivotal figure in your family. It just seems like you are going to be working to create something that is sustainable for those around you. And I also feel that there could be a close friend of yours, or you're going to be expanding your network and meeting someone who is going to help you to create something new and innovative. But all in all, regardless of when this may happen, I feel that your mind is expanding, and you are expanding far beyond your belief. And I do feel like it's going to require you to move at some point in time. So you may not think that you're going to move anytime soon, group 4, but it feels like it's going to happen sooner or later. So be prepared for that, and you may actually get some type of recognition in the media, or you may start to work in media or work with media and technology in some way. You may be speaking at a event, or you may interact with someone who works in the media or speaks. There's some type of fortunate energy here of you collaborating with other people and meeting other people who could really help you in furthering your success. So, wow, stay open to the opportunities that are headed towards you, group 4, and stay optimistic, because it does feel like you may be nitpicking your work, or you're overly obsessing over small details that don't really matter. I mean, I don't want to say that don't really matter, but in the grand scheme of things, they aren't as significant as you may think. Now's the time to cultivate big picture thinking, because there's a lot of goodness to be had. Very fortunate, this energy feels. So yeah, make sure that you're not being too overly critical of yourself or of other people at this time. because, you know, God, the divine, the higher power can use anyone or anything to bring you to the next level or to help you to expand your life in some way, but it will require you to become more open-minded, and it will require you to expand outside of a certain mentality that you've had in place, because it does feel like your life is not meant to be cookie cutter. It's not meant to be like the rest of society. It does feel like you're a leader. It feels like you're a trailblazer, and I do feel like you are meant to bring light to a lot of things that have perhaps not been spoken about. You kind of give me like whistleblower energy, like you're not afraid to dig deep. You're not afraid to look at the things that other people may try to run away from. It's like you have a perspective to you that you're able to look at the harsher realities of life, but you're also able to transcend those things, or to rise above difficulty and to see the greater message or the meaning or the lesson behind difficult situations. So yeah, you feel like an inspiring figure, group 4, and I feel like your glow up is your maturation, or the maturing into this leader or this figure who is going to make things happen. So wow, you may be becoming an entrepreneur of some type, or starting an organization. It just feels like you're starting something that's going to turn out very big, and maybe you've already been working on it, and it's just now's the time for things to really pick up for you. So can we get a bit more information for group 4 about this glow up, please? What area of life would this be affecting? Any more information, please? There we go with that 12th house, and that Scorpio. So yeah, I do feel there's been a lot of inner work that's been going on, and I feel like you've been connecting to pain of your past, or really looking at wounds that you've been carrying. I kind of feel like you've been doing internal surgery on yourself. Maybe for some of you actually have undergone some type of surgery, or this transformation is coming after a time of perhaps some type of health issue, or you getting news about something that others may perceive as unfortunate. And maybe this is your initiation into a new experience of life. I feel like your testimony will be very important to your success. But yeah, I feel what's really changing is your internal processes. Your mind is being renewed. I kind of feel like you're getting a new mind. It's almost like spiritually your brain is being replaced. Group 4, I know that's so graphic. I don't know how else to describe it. It just seems like you're changing at a rapid pace, and it's going to be showing and becoming more evident in how you interact with the world. This ascendant comes after the 12th house, so it seems like after being in a period of doing a lot of background work and a lot of introspection and a lot of digging deep and uncovering suppressed or repressed memories, or really going through a difficult time, maybe feeling alone and isolated, perhaps preferring time alone and preferring time to yourself so that you can dig deep and really get to the bottom of things. It seems like you're re-emerging now, and that is the glow up. Like, people are going to be seeing the total transformation of who you are because you've been so diligent in doing it behind the scenes. Now it's time to be seen for that. It's like you're no longer the caterpillar in the cocoon, you are the butterfly. And people may think that it was an overnight type of thing, but only you know how much you had to endure and how much you had to overcome in order to become this person. So again, I want to say congratulations. This does not feel easy, and I do need to slow down with my words. So let's go on and get a bit more information about this glow up for you, group 4. Anything else for group 4 and this glow up for them, please? Yeah, I feel like you're developing a new perspective on the concept of loss and what true loss is. That Scorpio energy is so loud for you, group 4. I feel like you're recognizing that. Oh wow, when did the Page of Cups even get here? I was so focused on the King of Swords and the 5 of Cups. Yeah, it seems like something is surprising you, group 4, and I feel like you're coming out of a time of feeling as if you've been losing a lot. The 12th house can also signify losses or unfortunate events even, and I feel like you could be coming out of a time of experiencing some type of bad luck or unfortunate circumstances that were happening for you, coming out of a time of grief, and having a lot more wisdom because of what you've been experiencing. For some of you, you have experienced some type of loss, so I do send you my condolences with that. But in general for you, group 4, I feel that with the King of Swords, you're very clear about the direction ahead, and there's a lot of strength and power and authority in your how do I even say, your personality. I feel like you're coming into your authority, and it's going to be reflected in how you present yourself to other people. I just get some energy of like no nonsense, you know, like you're very clear on what you're willing to invest your time in, and I also feel like you're very discerning because of what you've experienced in the past, particularly if you have had relational issues. You're setting clearer boundaries with that. And with the Page of Cups, I do feel that you are going to be presented with new opportunities to experience new levels of joy and excitement. Yeah, so be open to that. And I also feel the glow up is being able to have this very stern and discerning and clear, honest side of you, while not allowing life to keep you jaded, and still being able to experience excitement and joy, and still having that connection to your inner child, into your creativity, and remaining open to experience life. Maybe this could be coming in the form of a new friend who is more joyous and excited about life, or you may be deepening a connection with someone who has those personality traits. But yeah, it seems like you're really digging deep, and that's going to be very good for you, group 4. Anything else about this glow up? A lot of movement forward. I do feel good news is on the way. Something that you've been wishing for is headed towards you. You know, I feel like you may also get a lot of opinions that you don't really care about, group 4, but it's important that you protect yourself and protect your mind from negativity, and to remember your power, and to stand in your power, and to focus on what is going to lead you towards more success, group 4. Not just success in your career, but in your relationships, in your self-development, in your stability, okay, in your financial situation. Just getting very clear on the aspects of life that you need to pour more attention into, group 4. Anything else for them? All right. Yeah, with the pages, I do feel like there's some new opportunity that's coming to you, whether in the realm, I feel like it's not whether, it's both. Like a new emotional connection with someone, or a deepening of a relationship with a friend or a partner, but also a new avenue of income or a raise, or you putting more attention into your health and your fitness, or looking into new investments that you can make. I also feel like you're overcoming a feeling of being trapped or weighed down by something. Perhaps your thoughts weighing you down, overcoming fears or anxieties, or seeing beyond certain fears and anxieties you've had about your future. Yeah, seeing a way out and having more clarity on the path forward, I do see for you. But it may require you to take more time out to get clear on what's important to you and what you may need to move away from, or what truth you may be trying to deny. Maybe for some of you, you're not ready to cut off a certain relationship, or you're not ready to move away from some disappointing situation, or you're not ready to accept something that's happened in your past that you may still be holding on to. But it's important that you allow yourself to connect deeply to that wound or to that situation, so that you are able to move forward more diligently or more efficiently, and pouring more attention into the things that matter, and not being tempted by outside influences that want to pull you away from your path. Group 4. So let's get some advice for you at this time. Advice for group 4, please. Yeah, the 5 of Cups seems to be very significant. There could be a difficulty for sure with letting go of certain relationships that you know are not good for you. So the advice is to get clear on what you want your relationships to look like, how you want to feel in your relationships, and making sure that you maintain a sense of independence within your relationship, so that it does not become codependent, and so that it doesn't trap you or leave you feeling restricted. Relationships should have a level of freedom to them, and love is free flowing. So, getting clear on what you really want. I feel with that, as well as with the 7 of Cups, getting clear on what you really want, and standing your ground, defending your beliefs, especially if they are important to you, and continuing to show up and not taking on more than you need to. Group 4. But yeah, overcoming this feeling like there's no help around, or like a feeling of being stuck. Like, you're not stuck, group 4. There's plenty of opportunities for you to move your life forward. And I feel whenever this feeling of not knowing the way out, or feeling confined to a certain situation, whenever that starts to come up for you, the advice is to take time out to really connect with what you value, what's important to you, so that you can start making hard decisions. Because stagnation could be a challenge for you at this time. And there's a lot of momentum, there's a lot of fortune here, but it does feel like you are going to have to take action to actualize that potential, and to not be taken in by the allure of all the new things that are coming to you. But to stay grounded. I also feel with that 2 of Cups, there could be a significant relationship in your life, whether that is a friend or a partner who you feel very deeply connected to, where it feels very safe to be yourself. And the advice here is to maybe deepen that relationship. I'm not talking about the one that you may need to release. I know you would know about that relationship, but this does feel like a safe partnership or a friendship. I feel more so this is a friendship that you would benefit from in some way. Well, there's a lot of energy on this table, but we're gonna go on and get the final messages here for you, group 4. Final messages for group 4, please. Oh my gosh, I began this reading by saying your energy feels victorious, did I not? And we have it here again. That's just the energy. Victory, victory, victory. News is on the way. I feel like it's good news. Okay, we see that with the 8 of Wands. Good things are on the way. Chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. That's very clear. And we also have frying pan with the trouble and accusations. So I felt like I said this before, that there could be like unwanted opinions coming your way, and it's important that you don't stew over what people are saying about you or get too overwhelmed with wanting to defend yourself. It's like, choose your battles wisely, especially with the success that you will be experiencing. You don't have time to entertain all the extra. But we also have I with psychic ability, trust your intuition, and basket with recognition and reward for merit. Okay, so let's get a bit more information there. I do feel like it's important that you trust in what you know. Trust in what you know, group 4. Anything else for them, please? Anything else? Period. I felt that with Beetle we have good fortune, so very fortunate times for you. Make sure that you still be mindful, that you're still mindful of your resources and that you don't overspend or overindulge, group 4. Okay, still celebrate yourself, of course, but just be mindful, especially if you are going out and having a good time. Moderation. Okay, anything else? Okay, excuse me. We have Rooster with an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. I do feel the advice is to not become arrogant and resistant to receiving advice or valuable advice from other people, to still maintain a level of humility and recognition that, we all have our flaws, and that's okay. And we also have funnel with a period of frustration and lessons to be learned. So yeah, although there is a lot of fortune, I do feel there is challenge with this level of success, and it's important that you focus on what really matters. I recognize this, I recognize that this is forming an arrow, so it does seem like you're headed in the right direction, group 4. It's just important that you maintain your focus, see the bigger picture, and don't get caught up in the drama. Okay, so that is what I leave you with, group 4. There could be a lot of dramatic turns of events, so be mindful of that and don't get wrapped up in it. But very exciting reading. I'm really glad that I did a group 4. Let me know how you enjoyed it in the comments below, how it resonated for you, how you're doing. I hope that you're doing well, group 4. Leave it a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you have not already. I really appreciate it, and I send you so much love, many blessings, huge success ahead for you. Embrace it, embrace yourself, trust in yourself, believe in yourself, have that courage and confidence that you need to overcome these new challenges in this new era, because you're stepping into it with a full force of energy. So trust in yourself and rely on that support that is already in your life, and be open to making new connections that can lead you forward, group 4. I feel so excited for you. I'm really celebrating your success and celebrating you in how much you have been able to overcome. So keep going, you're doing it, And I love you. Okay, group 4. So I will leave you there. Much love to you. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Until then,